Whoa, hello everyone and welcome back to Life of Wonders. Welcome back to my channel. This is Polo and today we are going to be having a very close look and all the details to this lovely playset, which is the Mulan Gazebo playset. That was released a couple of years ago, I think, though I actually got it recently. And well, as you can see, I have already taken it out of the box, which is like, as I'm like usually sharing, really nice box with some artwork in both sides, and pretty much that. And I thought I would just yeah, go ahead and make use of the time by taking it already out, though I have not unboxed it completely yet, and that is what I'm going to do now. But I wanted to show you because I believe that this is far more important and I don't know, maybe interesting for you. The backdrop that is like a cutout, basically the inner part of the box, is super beautiful as a setting for, again, pictures. I think that the little plastic that is actually holding the gazebo and everything will actually come off really easily, and then we have this kind of like spring, like dreamy spring blossom trees sort of like background. So I really encourage most of the times to keep the boxes as displaying cases, or if not, I would say that, for example, in the case of this particular backdrop, it's just amazing. I like it very much. But I am going to, of course, take it out of the box. This is, well, out of the box, out of the packaging, or completely off from the packaging. And this is how it's displayed. I love it because it's one of the times that we been given a very accurate and, again, honest to the true animation in terms of this particular scene, and you know, my reflection kind of part of the movie. And she's got the hair in a up in a bun, and then she's having a very accurate sort of like simple, but then again super true to the animation. It is simple but not like crazy simple. There are so many layers and details to it. And she's wearing the beautiful pink in different shades. This is a brighter shade of pink, this is a super pale one, this is red, then it has the central panel, and then it even has two different layers, like this tile one and this deep purple or burgundy. And she's just so really nicely sculpted, like truly out of this scene. In this set we're getting a gazebo that is actually kind of proportioned to display seated 12 inches dolls, and I like it very much. I mean, it would have been great if it was bigger, but then, my goodness, I mean, the playset is already quite big, and I think it's a really nice piece. It has the roof in this shade of green, and then it has this kind of like forced perspective to it. Like, I mean, like Main Street USA or like other like Disney buildings, that would actually make you believe or have the feeling that it's actually bigger than it is. And they have applied this to this toy, which is amazing, because if you look at it from the top, you would see that as we go to the back, then it gets smaller. And so, and I mean, because this kind, I mean, because I'm trying to see if it would have like an hexagon sort of like, but it wouldn't. It's just like a four. I don't see the hexagon part of it, so I think it's a forced perspective sort of thing to make us believe that the gazebo is actually slightly bigger than it is, and that it has some more depth to it. I mean, some more, it's deeper as well, and that is why it's getting that like angular perspective. Anyway, so beautiful. She has the fan that is super cool, in three colors, like yellow, mustard, and gold. And then her hand is just like there is a tie around that column over there. The pattern for the gazebo is very intricate. It has this pattern that is sculpted, then these details around here, then in the columns, then this little part, and then there's no flooring. I mean, the floor is just like the part of the cutout, and then we're given little brother as a little extra figure. That is so cool because that is a very rare kind of like figure, and I think it's very nicely proportioned to her. And then we are also getting Creaky in this like little um in this little like how would I call it, it's a little thingy that is actually resembles of another kind of gazebo, but it's just to keep it inside, and it's actually part of the sculpt, so you cannot move it or take it out. It's just like that. But I think that again, the proportion is super cool. It might be a little, I mean, the proportions are just like they're always playful with it. So I think it would definitely serve for both 12 inches and 16 inches dolls, especially that one. This one would be slightly too small for 16 inches. And then we have like a tea set table with 2 cups, a teapot, and a parasol, and the parasol has a really nice texture design as well. And yeah, that's what it is. So I'm going to take it out and give you further details of everything out of the packaging. But again, I'm loving, and the thing is, you can actually, well, that one is kind of stuck, but as you can see, you can open it, and I mean, as a backdrop, it's just amazing for 12 inches dolls, whether it is for Mulan or just like, again, any other princess doll. So yeah, so I will proceed with it now, and I'll get back to you in no time. Okay, so before I continue, I just wanted to show you how the backdrop actually looks when everything is taken off. uh Thankfully, as there are like these pieces who are very secure in another sort of like platform, there are not as many little holes. The ones that you can see are so minimal, and again, it's just so very beautiful. I love it. It's a very dreamy setting, so I thought I would share it, and now I will proceed with all the pieces. Okay, so here we have everything free from the package, um, and we can appreciate it all much better. I love this figurine we've been given for little brother. The painting is just pristine. I mean, it's just like super accurate. It's really high quality. It's heavy, so it isn't like a hollow sort of like figure, but hard plastic. So that's that. And then she appears to be like seated down again in this kind of forced perspective gazebo. So if we take her off or out of it, we can see the actual. Okay, so that is how she looks like next to it, and as you can see, the seating area is almost on the floor, so she has to be like yeah, it's almost like sitting on the floor. But I mean, it looks cool. It still looks very good, and I like it as a background, sort of like yeah, like a prop. I like it very much. The bench is in dark brown, and then the red color is very vibrant, and then the green that they've used is just so amazing. And I believe there is another set, another Mulan playset that came with the tent, and wow, like I really want to get that one because that's gonna be so different and giving us another sort of scene from this wonderful movie from my childhood that I'm pretty sure you all love, whether you grew up in the 90s or not. So here she is. I'm loving her face so much. She's got this accentuating makeup with an eyeshadow in like shimmering purple, and then the very red lips and rosy cheeks. And wow, I think she looks amazing. One of the things I noticed is that these two little thingies that keep her like, I don't know, attached to the transparent plastic, these are super annoying, and I couldn't actually cut them, being very afraid of cutting the hair, because the hair is, it's long actually, but it's all like in a bun, in a way that, well, I don't think it's very very long, but if we were to take the bun, it might be until here or so, which is cool because there's like part of the movie for which she's having that sort of like, I would say that would be the length, because I don't see much hair, if you know what I'm saying. Thankfully they're not doing this anymore, or at least for the classic dolls that I opened from 2021, they were not kept from the head or from any part really. They were kind of loose in their box that is like all hard. It does not have plastic at all. So anyway, that's a little bit annoying, but I will do it super carefully with a cut or something like that. She's got this flower with a jam surrounding the bun, and then she's got the articulated top part, and obviously the fan is heavy because it's a hard plastic as well, and so that is why it's like kind of falling. The fan is actually kept with an elastic, although you wouldn't need it because it has the little thing for the hand to go through and keep it. But yeah, I don't know, I mean, with a little bit of help of, you know, something, you would be able to display her with the fan. I find it really cute actually. And the outfit, well, anyway, we were talking about the articulation. She's got these super long sleeves, which is very nice. It's giving me like, with I mean, being very basic, that kind of feeling from the designer fairy tale with a very very long sleeve. But these ones are actually the ones that are like closest to the animation, and still very very kind of long and super cool. She also has articulation on the wrist and again elbow. So, but you can't see her hands because the sleeves are super long. And then the dress is very long too, which is super cool because that is the way it's supposed to be. So it goes up down to the floor, and then it's got this central panel with the belt sort of like structure here. Well, and obviously as I previously said, these two lining which complete it in a really amazing way. It goes to the back, but the red belt doesn't. It's just on the front, and then the pattern actually continues to the back, and then she has the rubber bend and snap knees with flat feet, and this sort of like, I thought they would be like red, but I think they are like a mixture of red and brown, like again sort of like burgundy color, and they're held with elastics. But the dress on its own has like yeah, a nice volume, like a very accurate volume, and yeah, and it's soft. It's this kind of satin that is very soft, and I'm very happy that they only added glitter on this part, because you know that this glitter actually makes it so much stiff, and it takes like the flowy sort of like luxurious in between brackets movement of the dress away by having all poured with glitter. So I'm glad that it was just for that. Then what else? Oh my goodness, this fell. Here we have, well, the parasol is super nice because again she can hold it by inserting one of her hand or both of them through the little opening, and then it has the texture designed of flowers, and it's in this bright blue color, and the pole is like a lighter shade of brown. um what else? I'm missing one. um where is it? Oh my goodness. Oh no, it's here. It's actually here. Okay. So there's the little place where Creaky is um inside. I'm going to try to get close to it for a nice detail. The painting is like amazing for how tiny it is. I mean, look at my thumb and how tiny it is, and really nicely painted all around. So it's all just one figure. It is super cool. I think it's kind of very proportioned to her, although it will also be looking great for this bigger limited edition dolls. And I love that they painted it so well. Wow, it's just it's incredibly adorable. So that is there with little brother. The only one that we didn't get is Mushu, which was like a little bit of a disappointment. But then again, Mushu is very like rather easier to find than definitely than little brother or Creaky for that matter. So we will be able to find another one that would be kind of proportioned. And sometimes the classic dolls have I think at least one of the releases came with him. But anyway, if not, any figurine from the figure play sets will do as well. And here we have like the tea table that is super nice. It's a dark brown, similar to the one for the bench. And then it has the pattern of the lining in black, I think, or it's a darker shade of brown. And then the teapot is really nice. It's just one piece and it doesn't open, but then it's very nicely painted um, with this design, white and blue, making it so traditional Chinese. And then it has two cups for the traditional tea as well, which are these ones without the handle. And there are two of them, and they're very precious. I believe this set is a must-have for any Mulan fan, and if you love the Disney Princess collection, I think it would also be a must-have. I've never come across any of the play sets, although I still have to review a few that I wouldn't recommend. But this one in particular is it's super cool. I also like, I have to say that even if we were just getting like this doll on its own, it would be worth it, because the doll is just super accurate and true to the animation, and that is something that as an adult collector I truly appreciate. I love how the hair is styled. I love the face paint. I love the accuracy for the dress. So oh my goodness. And then on top of that, we got two more characters. We got the Gazebo, the Parasol, the fan, and a Chinese traditional Chinese tea set, which is what else could we be asking for? A Mushi figurine, that would be all. But other than that, 10 out of 10 for this set. So I hope you've enjoyed this review, and if you have, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, as well as just trying to stay tuned. For that, you can hit the subscribe button so you won't be missing any of my future videos, reviews, talks, etc, etc. And for now, I hope you all stay safe, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.